Let them speak. Review patterns 1 to 22. Please repeat or answer. When they work together, do they usually end up having fun? Does she make him laugh like that? Can you hear him laughing now? How many minutes has he been laughing like that? Does she laugh as much as him? Does it look like they are married? How many years have they been working together there? Did they begin working at 8:45 this morning? Did she tell him to work hard while he's there? Did she tell you that he tends to joke around a lot? Didn't she tell him not to flirt with the women customers? Is he done putting on the glove? Does he need to use it so that he doesn't cut his fingers while cutting the meat? Doesn't she make him wear gloves before he starts cutting up the meat? Doesn't it appear that he winds up cutting up most of the meat there? Doesn't the meat look really fresh? How many minutes has it been since some customers bought some meat there? Doesn't the meat look really fresh? Did they ask them to come back to buy meat in the future? Do you ever go to buy meat there so you can make it for dinner? Do they tend to be cheaper than other places? What kind of meat did they say they sell the most? Has he managed to cut up all of the meat? How can you tell he is finished cutting the meat? Is it all right if they don't put it in the refrigerator? Do you have any idea where they have the refrigerator? What do they do if the refrigerator doesn't work? Are they thinking of going home after they manage to sell all of the meat? Did they say they have a hard time selling all of the meat most of the time? When was the last time you got to see them playing rugby? Do you have trouble understanding the rules? Do they say it is similar to playing American football? When you were younger, did you have the chance to play it? Do you ever see girls playing rugby? Isn't it okay if they play with the guys? Doesn't it seem to be really dangerous to play? If they get hurt, have they got to leave the game? Doesn't it look like the guy with the ball hurt his knee? Instead of playing rugby, what do you enjoy playing? Isn't it safer to play than rugby? Do a lot of people seem to get hurt while playing rugby? Do your friends ever ask you if you would like to play rugby? Can you get them to teach you about rugby? Don't you tell them that you're not interested in playing? Don't you tell them that you're not interested in playing? Do you tell them that you would rather just see other people play? Isn't it worthwhile learning to play rugby? How many people get to play on each team when they have a match? If you get hurt, do they let you bring in another player? Instead of playing rugby, what sport do you know how to play well? How long ago did you get to play it? In how long will you be playing it again? Don't they look frightening? What is that dog like? What type of dog is it? Can you tell which man is the owner? Can you tell it is going to bite you? Did you ask them who owned the dog? How long did he say that he has had the dog? Aren't you afraid the dog may bite you? Are you going to ask them if the dog tends to bite people? You may as well be careful. Didn't they tell you not to worry when they saw you looking scared? Do they appear to be musicians? Did they tell you why it is that they decided to take a picture with the dog? If you try to pet the dog, will they tell you to be careful? Do you have any idea how old the dog is? Did they tell you that they use the dog so that people won't steal their stuff? Did they say they just let it run around the house while they're away? Does that help from keeping people coming into their house while they're away? Did you ever have a dog like this? Instead of having a big dog like this, don't you prefer to have one of those little dogs? Will they have to hold the dog tightly before you go near them? The reason I don't like to see dogs like that is since one bit me when I was younger. Don't they seem like they would rather not talk to you? Don't you feel like you're too afraid to go near the dog? Are you thinking of asking them to take the dog away? Will you feel safer after they take it away? Did you tell them that you aren't going to be taking a picture with their dog? In how many seconds will he be jumping? Isn't he ready to jump now? Did he tell you that he decided to wait a few more minutes? Is the crowd telling him to jump now? Will the guy on the mat ever get up before the other guy jumps? How come he is going to try to jump on the guy on the mat? Have you got any idea if the man on the mat is able to get up? Is he pretending to be hurt while laying there? Does it seem like he's having difficulty getting up? Isn't the referee telling him to get off of the ropes? Will the referee let the man jump if he wants to do it? Should he have him get down before he hurts the other guy? Is it all right if he jumps from so high? Did the referee say it was time to stop the match? Don't the people there want to see him jump? Do you ever see them doing this on TV? If your friend enjoys seeing this, are you interested in going with him? Did you end up telling him that you don't like seeing men wrestling like this? Did he seem to be surprised to hear you tell him that you didn't feel like going? Didn't he seem to feel disappointed that you didn't feel like going? Did he sound disappointed when you told him that? Did he tell you that he has the chance to go see them wrestle at least 2 times a month? Did you tell him that it was okay if you just stayed at home? Did he end up going alone after talking to you? Didn't some of his other friends tell him that they looked forward to going with him? Does it appear that the boy is in trouble? Did you manage to hear her correcting him? How can you tell his mother got really mad? Will she keep holding his hand while she's correcting him? Does it seem like he's trying to listen to his mother? He can't help but listen to his mom. Do you know how long she will continue to yell at him? Have you ever seen her do this before? Wouldn't he rather be with his friends instead of being with his mother? Will he be set to walk away after his mother is finished talking? How often does he end up making his mother angry? Does he have to try to be better in order to make his mother happy? Will she feel satisfied if he stops getting into trouble? Doesn't he always tell her that he will try to be better? He ought to try harder. Does she tell him that she has trouble believing him because he keeps making the same mistakes? When was the last time that he got into trouble? Were you ever like that when you were a kid? Did he ask his mother not to tell his father about this? Isn't he worried that his mother might tell his father? Is it okay if she doesn't tell his father? Will he feel better if his mother doesn't tell his father what he did? Has his father got any idea that he gets into trouble a lot? What are his tattoos like? How do you like his hair? Does it appear that he does tattoos well? Did she ask him to give her a tattoo? How many days ago did she ask him to do it? Did he tell her that he will do it when he gets time? Did she ask him how much it will cost to do? Did she say it seemed expensive? Did she try to get him to cut the price? Did he begin giving her the tattoo at 3:15? Has she got to hold her hair while he's doing that? How come she decided to get him to put the tattoo there? Isn't it better if she can see it easily? Does she happen to have any other tattoos? Can you tell what design he decided to draw? Did he have her sit down while he's doing it? Does he like talking to his customers while he is doing their tattoo? Did she tell you that this is the first time that she's getting a tattoo? Is it worth getting tattoos when you are really young like this? Do you know if he is as old as her? Doesn't he appear to be a lot older? Did he tell you that it has been 5 years since he started doing this? Did he say that people tend to like his tattoos a lot? Are you interested in getting a tattoo for him? Are you interested in getting a tattoo from him? Is he supposed to give you a tattoo after he finishes doing her tattoo? What kind of design are you thinking of getting after he is done giving her a tattoo? Will you have him use a lot of bright colors? Will you have him put a tattoo on your body so that others are able to see it? Do you look forward to showing your mother that tattoo after he finishes doing it? What does he do if he happens to make a mistake while he's doing this? Will he have difficulty fixing it if he does it wrong? Doesn't she seem to be amused by him? Is she set to begin laughing? Did she get on the train before he got on? Did she ever meet him before getting on this subway? Do women tend to like men when they are like this? Isn't he just like a kid? Instead of reading books about this, did she tell you what she enjoys reading? How can you tell that he enjoys reading stories about dinosaurs? Why is it that he's interested in showing other people the book? How many minutes has he been showing the pictures to the people? Do the people on the subway ask him to keep showing them more pictures? There is no sense just showing them one picture. Does he continue learning about dinosaurs when he has the opportunity to see books like these? How long will it take him to show people all of the pictures in the book? Have you got any idea how many types of dinosaurs there were? Did he tell you what his famous Did he tell you what his favorite dinosaur is? Did he say he plans on showing this books to his kids after he gets home? Did he tell you that he got the book for his birthday on June the 15th? Doesn't he feel a little embarrassed to show this to other people? Will it make them laugh when they see him showing it? I can't help smiling when I see him doing this. Have you ever read a book like that? Did you ever get it when you were a kid? Are you interested in knowing more about dinosaurs? Don't you get scared when you see them come out in the movies? Where can you go in order to see dinosaurs like these? What wound up happening to dinosaurs? How did they happen to disappear? When was the first time you read a book about dinosaurs? Have you ever gotten a toy dinosaur when you were younger? Didn't they used to be the biggest animals around? Aren't you sad you will never be able to see them walking around? How many kids do you see playing video games there? Don't they look like brothers? Which one of them is the oldest? What are they in the middle of doing while they're sitting there? All they play is video games when their mother isn't there. Doesn't their mom ask them to help clean the house with her instead of playing this? Did you ask her if she lets them play as much as they want? Do they begin complaining after she tells them to stop playing? How many minutes have they been playing for? Do you have any idea what game they're playing now? What game does it sound like they've been playing? Do you look forward to playing with the winner after they finish playing? Which one of them would you prefer playing against? When is the last time you played them? The reason you have to wait is because they only have 2 controllers. Did you ask them if it's worth buying more than 2 controllers? Did they tell you that their mother won't let them buy another one? Will you have to be good so that you can beat them? Does that littlest kid really know how to play? Will he ever have the chance to beat his older brother in this game? Doesn't he appear to be holding the controller wrong? How can you tell he is holding it wrong? Isn't he just pretending to play while his older brother is playing? Does he have any idea that he isn't really playing? How many games do you see laying on the floor? Will their mother tell them to pick them up when she sees them laying on the floor? Does it look like they're trying to take a selfie? How many times a week do you wind up taking selfies? Do you tend to send text messages when you post your selfies? Will they be able to get both of them in the selfie? Is the girl with the sunglasses about to fall off the bench? Who are they thinking of sending the selfie to after taking the photo? Does she seem like she is having trouble holding the camera while taking the photo? Isn't it better to take off your sunglasses when you go to take a selfie? Don't you look better when wearing sunglasses? Are most of your selfies by yourself or with another person? How long has it been since you took your last selfie? Are you too embarrassed to show it to your mother? Do you take selfies so you can send it to all your friends? How long do you usually wind up keeping your selfies? Don't you end up posting them onto things like Facebook or Instagram? Do you seem to take more selfies than your best friend? Do you know any person who doesn't take selfies? Do you ever feel embarrassed when you take selfies in public? Do most of your selfies make you smile when you look at them later? When is the last time you took a selfie with your mom? What is the girl in the photo doing with her hand? Doesn't that make her look tougher? Who are you the most interested in seeing selfies of? Is it all right if people share your selfies with their friends? Do you get mad if they decide to do that? Are you supposed to share other people's selfies? Don't you feel like doing it when you see funny selfies? If they make you laugh, do you pass it on to your friends?